Folks, I think the randomizer is having a weird time reading my actual memory card. 229%? That seems a little bit wrong. It's okay. This randomizer seed doesn't have a hard mode set up, so maybe it's just a little drunk. That's right, folks. I'm on real hardware this time, and I bet it looks lovely. And by that, I mean it is composite cables, so, like, there's some disadvantages there just inherently, but truth be told, I like the look of it like this a little bit, even with that tiny wee bit of jank and some parts of the screen maybe being a little too dark to read. Plus, this will eliminate that tiny bit of lag in the map screen, just in case I have to consult it. And probably a little bit elsewhere, too. Don't like, hold me to that one, but yeah. Well, we got bomb nice and early, so that's handy. That means we'll be able to get around pretty easily. Unfortunately, we don't have the ball yet, but whatever. I'm going to have to jack up this brightness at some point. It is actually quite dark. Like, come to think of it, it's like, I don't hate this, but also I definitely should tweak that a little bit. Listen, it's just emulating the CRT experience. And far better than any of those goofy mini consoles would do. I mean, in general, there's probably going to be a couple of growing pains for this run just by virtue of the fact that, like, I'm not used to how the GameCube controller really feels anymore, so yeah, there's going to be a little bit of hiccuping here while I screw with the color space. You aren't seeing things. That doesn't seem to... Now, hold up. Go into configure video. Oh, God, that's completely blown out, but, 60? That seems pretty good. There. Nice and visible. Only a little bit of added extra time. It's not like I'm necessarily expecting to speed demon through any of these. It just would be nice to get them in under 3 hours. Plus, it's interesting to know how long it's taking me, because now I'm like, I don't want to say good, but I've done this. I'm experienced, you know? I've played these a couple of times. So we're back to no double session seeds. Actually, because I'm playing this on the Wii, using a thing that can let me emulate GameCube ISOs, using it, I wonder if I can do this as a method of running OOT randos as an option. I mean, I'd prefer to do that using an N64, but I still don't have a setup for that working for running those things off of any sort of flash device yet. It kind of sucks that the prices on, like, EverDrives and stuff like that are so high. It is to be expected because, obviously, this stuff basically has to be small companies because what major company is going to facilitate the piracy of their own games, right? And for that matter, what big company is going to put out something like an EverDrive? This in general. But it is a little bit sad that it's so less than accessible. If I had an actual audience that I could reach out to, I guess, you know, and be like, hey, yeah, can you guys put forward a little bit to making this look a little bit less like crap? That might be helpful, but as it stands, things happen. We got ourselves the ball, so... Oh god, stop being in the acid, please. Like I said, this feels a little bit not what I'm used to. Missiles, please? Ah! Fucking rude-ass wasp. Oh, power bombs. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty nice thing to get. Unfortunately, we really do keep losing this increasingly incorrectly identified coin flip. Haha, I got that random wasp. That felt good. Boost ball! Okay, game. You keep sending me to increasingly strange checks. This feels like something I would expect out of more like a Zelda randomizer a little bit, I think. Which isn't necessarily that far removed from what we're doing with this game anyway. Zelda probably has some, like, Metroidvania elements, I guess. Arguably. If you're a real sicko. And I think we all know that I am kind of a sicko, so, like... Yeah. If, for example, I did this massive of a hardware swap. There's our missile launcher. Get these fuckers out of here, please. Oh, you popped that thing when I get that close? Come on. Artifacts. I'm kind of tempted to actually fight these dudes just to get them off my butt when I'm trying to get out of here, but I don't need to do that, really. Shoot the face of the ones that come through. Which, I mean, they are steadily all pipelining their way in. Ow. That one bit me in the somewhere sensitive. Beep at my bottom! Now my bottom's big! Thank you, Homer. Don't get stuck on that weird rock. Hey, an energy tank. Some pretty good timing, really, because we did just get into this really cruddy fight here. And I did just step on like 100 of those little scarab beetles at once, so... Double points on that thing being quite timely. Now let's go this way and go pick up the... something like 3 items that we can get with our newfound missile. 4, pardon me, 4, because, yeah. We've got 1 in the map, the room before the map, and we've got 1 directly behind Hive Totem, 1 in the vault, and 1 in the Overlook. As you can tell, I'm super good at remembering the actual names of rooms. Another artifact. Alrighty. Starting to feel like a surprisingly fast seed already. We got a lot of mobility items. We've got 2 artifacts. And I mean, sure, we've only got 10 missiles, but like, how many more of those can we need? What do you mean tower is required in logic? Oh... Love that spring ball so much. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got soups. All right. Well, that lets us almost clear out the town square here. Yeah, from downtown. Lots of fun. And of course, since today is July 4th, I'll be the one who's playing with explosives hell more... Wow, okay. I'll be the one playing with explosives a hell of a lot more than anyone else in the neighborhood, which is kind of a shock. Kind of a shock, because I do live in a rural part of the state. So, people who have nothing to do and love explosions are going to be having an absolute field day, I'm sure. Which is to say, probably literally everybody who lives here. Sure, my dad is happy for the day off work because I don't know, where he works, I would be expecting it to break out into like a cartoonish Roman candle fight at the drop of a hat. You know? No real reason to do that right now, but it's good to have it open. In case I should ever need to save and or warp back to start. Missile pack. We do like some of those. Whoa. Shit. Back up there. Is that out of scan range? Ah, come on. Alright, there we go. First rune. And I slipped off because... Again, not completely used to how this stick feels anymore. God, when's the last time I did anything with a GameCube controller? It's gotta have been several months. I'd be like, oh, last time I played Smash Brothers with a group of people, but at that point I had my Mayflash stick and I was using that. So no, it was not then. And that's artifact number 3 out of 12 so far. Wow, wow. And again, holy shit. That's a lot of artifacts. The very beginning of the run. I can't wait for my pace to go to absolute dog end here. Like, Spider Ball. Oh my god, yes, 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 yes. I love that it's the wrong suit colors, by the way. Just want to put that out there. Unfortunately, that is going to kind of mess me up a little bit mentally, because I'm just like, oh yeah, I can go get the item in the acid. No, I can't. I don't have gravity suit yet. So remember to keep your controller under your desk, streamer. That way, it won't make all the clackety-clacks. Oh, right. It's the correct tool, you idiot. Oh, I think the game anticipated that I would waste a missile there. Okay, now to decide if I want to fight Incinerator Drone or not. I know for a fact I should at least do this first, because this item is free. And Incinerator Drone is 2 items, so I mean, that's a pretty strong vote in its favor. Not like it's a hard fight either, so... I've gotten real bad at this now. You ever just do the exact opposite of improving? It's like reverse practice, you know? There's our grapple beam. Well, with no lava suit, we cannot go through the magma pool, unfortunately. So, meh is what I gotta say to that. Man, this thing ain't even ready for me yet. Jeez. I might have been smart to save for after the fight. Well. Oh, it can still get me while I'm in ball form. Boo. Streamer, don't forget to scan the spike shooting wasps. Not going for 100% scans. Even if I was, I can't access the pirate frigate before it sinks anyway, so I would literally not be able to. So that was kind of pointless, but oh well. Next big obvious thing we could do is Flagra, but I kind of don't want to. Not gonna lie, I don't like fighting Flagra. What a complete waste of time. I mean, Incinerator Drone is kind of a time waster as well, because it is a very low execution boss that cannot be sped up, really. But it's not like it's that much of a pain in the butt. It's kind of short. Last two that we have are on the outer ring. Okay. Well, that should give us some hints as to what our run looks like. I should look at those, actually, and see if I need to get mad. Believe you me, if I need to, it will happen. Strength. Sorry. Research Lab Ether. That's easy. Cargo Freight Lift Deck Gamma. So that is Wrecked Ship. Security Cave. Security Cave is... Vendrana's Edge, maybe? Red Vapors, I don't remember. Fiery Shores. Okay, I know where that one is, and I have the means to get it outside of the lack of a fire suit. Alcohol B, that's pretty deep into Phazon Mines. Ice Runes East. Quarantine Monitor. Okay, that is off Thardis. So the other one is at Vendrana's Edge. Elite Quarters. Fuck! I hate that! Ugh! Well, any possibility of this being a fast seed has gone out the goddamn window. I hate Omega Pirates so much, dude. I can't even begin to explain how fucking bad that fight is. Ugh. I mean, yes, I literally can begin to explain it. In fact, complete explaining how bad that fight is, but... Also, shut up, nerd. Yay, we got the Various suit. Hooray, we can go and enter the lava world and not get boiled alive. Awesome. If only one day I'll learn how to do that without the X-ray scope. In theory, anyway. Pencil pack, and... get slightly stuck on that guy, apparently. Fuck it, we're going this way to get to Magmore. You know, that's the wrong way. Listen, it's just two very long rooms. I forget them very easily. Ugh. All right. Very careful about this. Oh, right. That is an artifact. I just forgot that was the name of it. Name location, rather. What's this place called? Fiery Shores. Okay. I'm dumb. I thought that was the place at the beginning of the map. Nope. Well, that actually helps out kind of a lot. Who could imagine such a thing? Oh, hey, we can go up to the artifact shrine, by the way. Oh no, it's just turrets from downstairs getting pissed off. I was like, what the hell? But no, we've dealt with those already. It's no big deal, everybody. It's no biggie. It's no biggie smalls. Nothing to worry about, everybody. Alright, now get in the spinner. There we go. Alright. Artifact Shrine, and then Power Bomb our way over to another item. Get on the statue, please. God, the movement on the stick feels really weird compared to the PS4 controller I've been using forever. There's our gravity suit. Yeah! Alright. Well, I guess we can go get that item in the acid, but why bother? We're gonna probably want to fight Flogger anyway. I mean, not want to, but like... in the sense of it's going to be useful to kill the thing that's creating the poison water. I mean, I guess so. We're like some kind of iron bird. I don't know. I was trying to make it like an Iron Sheik reference here, but I realized, like, wait, no, that doesn't work. No. Sheik's from Zelda, you idiot. Oh, yeah, sorry. Listen, my brain doesn't work very good anymore. Maybe the fact that, like, the last 5+ years have basically turned me into a complete agoraphobe have probably been bad for me in other ways, too. That's, like, halfway a joke, guys. I do go outside. I didn't go outside today, because usually I just, like, head over to the pool. There's a pool in this subdivision that you're allowed to use, but they closed very early today, and I woke up very late. Come on. How hard is that to do? And the answer is actually kind of. If you don't know where the... If you don't know how to do it the normal way. And of course, anything where it's like, ooh, yeah, that geometry, we're doing some things here that are probably violating some sense of developer intent. But I think that's probably fine. Yeah, we got nothing. I expected nothing and I'm still disappointed, etc. Adjusting so I was no longer sitting on my foot. I have a bad habit of like crossing my legs even in a chair. And they teach you to sit cross-legged as a kid and they just absolutely ram that into you mentally. And it's just like, ooh boy. My brain is forever reshaped by being told to do this so much. Oh yeah, I can just go this way, right? Yeah, I've got Spider Ball. Yeah, so we just go this way. Get harassed by wasps. I'm sure many people I know are very used to that. In either possible meaning of that phrase, but I digress. Alright, now go around to the front. Or to actually proc the boss fight. Right? Yeah, it's just like... It's just like old mate, what's his name? Thardus, yeah. You gotta sneak away to get in front of him. That thing's gonna form a hard barrier, huh? Oop. A little early. There we go. It's Flagra. It's a missile pack. That's not an item I was super interested in, I guess. But it did clean the water, so accept that part of proceedings. My health back. Yeah, there's one of these chuckleheads in here, so I'm gonna have to drop all the way down to make the ghost spawn. I sure am, I think. I think I gotta actually go into the elevator room for it, so let's do it. Alright, at least they don't make me redo the puzzle again. And there he goes, the Chozo Ghost. Go get ready to kick those guys' ass. hell did that guy go? Excellent. Not the best ghosts fight we ever had, but whatever. We got the item. It's just an energy tank. That's fine, really. A big thing that's stopping me getting like most of the places I want right now really is just the lack of beams, actually. Getting some new beam weaponry would give me a little better access to some stuff. Huh? Oh, the gate's locked. Okay. Right. I mean, sure, but... Get in the hole. There we go. I wasn't expecting that to have back collision, I guess. Games aren't meant to be routed like this, so... So what I'm saying is, I suppose it makes sense, but it doesn't make me happy. Ah, yeah, now people are going with the fireworks. So ultimately, uh, well, we got the wave beam, so we can actually go do everything on this side of the perimeter here. Do the magma pool and shit, but ultimately that item was what I wanted out of this experience, was to get in there, and of course we bonked into one of the plasmites. See, I think this time I actually used the correct name. And it did hurt me a little bit to do so. So, for anybody keeping score at home, I finally did it. I finally called those enemies by the correct name. You can put this tiresome gag to rest, or something. Hey, we'll take some more missiles. We could usually use those. I mean, again, I feel like I'd rather have Ice Beam or something, but I'll take missiles. And another pack. Alright. There. Yeah, we are cleaning up with these missile packs. Ooh, boy. Actually, it's going to be quite helpful. I shouldn't talk shit. We do have an Omega Pirate in our future, so... I'll take any extras of these I can get my hands on. And nailed it. Well, that sounded a bit like it was snoring, which is kind of funny to me. But I digress. Ooh, the missile packs. Oh well. Yeah, a little distracted by the beeping. And the other screen. Oops. First, my tendency to multitask. Okay, right. Tower of Light. Let's go and investigate this. This could be where our ice beam is. I suppose. Very happy about that, but hey, funny place for Wavebuster. But that does put easy meta Ridley back on the map, provided I pick up enough missile packs, which is the rate I'm going. Jeez, oh man. That's gonna happen quite easily. Ooh. Ow, my eyes. Fucking lens flare, man. Great, but where's... There we go. There's our missile pack. Okay, well, I guess missiles are going to become a hell of a lot more important now because they're as helpful as they are in a case like this. Okay, so let's go back to Magmor, so that way we can go over to Phendrana Drifts. Because that's a location where I know for sure we can navigate pretty easily and get a couple of things. I went to the wrong location. Well, oops. Brain was on autopilot. Come on. Ah, yes, worm cave full of worms still. Wow. Film at 11. We are almost-ish to Magmor, to Phendrana. So we'll finally be getting to some actual different content very soon. Ow, my eyes. Not supposed to get orange dust in them. It's a pity it wasn't something more interesting for all the work I had to put into it. Plasma beam! Yes! Yes! Oh my god. Hell yes. Always makes a run like 10 times better once you get that plasma beam. Oh, this is going to be much, much less painful on me. Where is the... It's this column, right? It's also going to give us real easy access to all of the things in the ice ruins. So that's good. I don't have to think about any of that horse shit. That's just a free artifact for me. I'm going to go to the Ice Temple because I have Power Bomb, so the Sheegoth fight is just free. Like, I don't have to do any work for that. I can very likely skip Thardus unless it has Ice Beam. Frankly, even then, maybe. No. I would probably need Ice... I believe I still would need Ice Beam to get to Omega Pirate. Oh god, what? Holy moly, I wasn't expecting to land that. And I paid for it too. Ooh. Okay then. I guess ultimately, the more runs of this I play, the more likely it is to reach such a point where I can safely say, yeah, I've fucked up at this in every conceivable idiot way possible. And you best believe I'm gonna find some new ones too. Oh yeah, that doesn't even cutscene, it's the other one. Cutscene, I think. Sayonara, fucker! I love doing that. Hey, thermal visor. Neat. That'll make navigating the wrecked ship a lot easier, because then I won't have to, like, try to sight read where the valves are. Awesome. Okay, yeah, I remembered I need Ice Beam to get to the back of Vendrana, because you need it in order to get into the elevator behind Thardus. Oh, son of a fuck. Where could that be? Trying to think how many more places I even have to check. Yay, there's the artifact from the Ice Ruins areas. I think that's the only one that's out here. Take a look. Yeah, Research Lab Aether. Wrecked ship. Security cave. Hall B. Quarantine monitor. Horse shit central. Oh, there's another one in the Ice Ruins. Alright. Well, I appreciate when easy is peasy and lemon squeezy. You know. There we go. There's the artifact of the baby. And we are going to go in the downward direction for a moment here. And go get the item at Boost Ball. Second to remember a good path to get over there. All right, we're up to 110 missiles. That's a pretty good place to be at for reasons of tasering Meta Ridley to death. Okay, I think we can just skip this puzzle if we jump good. Which admittedly does kind of mean that things could get pretty bad for me, but I digress. Yeah, I told you it wouldn't be great. We have Thermal Visor. We can probably actually fight the big stupid rock guy. I mean, I could fight him even without Thermal Visor, but it just is easier with Thermal Visor by a pretty wide margin. Those turrets are like the bane of my existence. They do so much knockback with every hit, man. Hate them so much. Alright, well, remember with the order that we're going, this is Research Lab Hydra, not Research Lab Ether. So there's no artifact here, which means there's a possibility of it being an actual one. And it's the X-ray visor. That is going to be useful eventually. I mean, I suppose we could probably have guesstimated pretty effectively that that was in logic, but I didn't need it for a bit. As far as I know. Root Cave, I guess, is open now? Cave and Arbor Chamber? Oh, yeah. Wall slots first. Remember that. Yep. It's fine. Mostly it's just like, man, there's one other item I would like right now. So there's probably going to be a little bit of like, yeah, every time. There. There's... Eh. There he is. Off in the corner. Yeah, we can just break that. Sandy. I don't think I realized. Yeah, I did. I just never really thought about it. Doesn't come up very much. That might not have needed so much firepower, but I'm doing it that way anyway because of reasons of me not being sure. Here comes the last item in here, which should be the artifact. Yeah, there we go. Ah, excellent use of resources. Okay, time to make our way backwards through this place. This is why I prefer to have Ice Beam when I come in here. Also, just because it makes every single fight in the air like 10 times easier. Security drones are kind of assholes too. By the way, I enjoy how the power was lost literally only for the lights. And apparently the entire lighting system of the Pirate HQ is on like the same circuit or something. Somewhere an electrician is crying, you know? Well, a modern electrician. Okay. Hell yeah, we can just skip this room. Oh yeah. All right. So I'd like to avoid fighting Thardis as much as possible, just because it sucks. No, no, no. I don't need to. I don't need to go to the ship. See how much easier this is now that we actually have this thing? One of these days I will remember how to actually do this without X-ray. And then I will never get anything useful out of Arbor Chamber ever again, probably. As of course, unfortunately, we then fuck up a really easy jump. Good work, me. And there it is. There's our ice beam. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, so now we go over to our logbook, and I want to go take a quick look at my artifacts remaining. That, security cave. I'll be I guess I should go and do the two there in Fendrana real quick. I mean, granted, saying real quick, it is going to be a multiple elevator chain here to, like, get over. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. That was fun. Put up. There we go. Truth be told, I don't really need this because this is actually like one of the easiest quote-unquote puzzles that the game has given me in a while. But I do think it's very funny to be able to put on the thermal visor in Magmore Caverns without just going blind immediately. And this is a room with plenty of exposed lava, so it's not like, you know, it's not like, oh hey, this room is dry, so you wouldn't think. No, there actively should be a lot of convection happening and like raising the heat on a proper thermal scope, but it simply is not. And that I find to be hilarious. You know, I could probably have done this in a, like, smarter pattern, but ultimately, I didn't for some reason. Oh well. We got every navigation tool we need at this point. With the only item of any real importance that we're missing. Spender on his edge. I was like, which way do I go? The only real major item that we're missing is the Phazon suit. We don't need the Phazon suit. I mean, it's nice, but... can, in fact, beat him without it. Fortunately, now I'm like, shit, how do I just have to go through Gravity Chamber? And I'll do it, but... that's gonna get us life here. Fine, we're here now, so... so we may as well at least get the stuff in here. Zach, does that actually get us anywhere? Get out of there? I quickly probably discover that no, it doesn't. Let's go up. Right, this is a double grapple. Over here... is not the location I thought it was. I thought there was another item hidden there. Here? No, 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 no. Down here. Mountain. Tower. Tower mountain. Mountain tower. Alright, well, here's one of the two items. It's our Artifact of Wild, so the next one is a little bit further down, but let's go pick, let's go pick up the item. We don't need it per se, but we're literally right here. Why would we not get this? It's an energy tank. Did I say energy drink? Wow. Guys, I kind of miss Risk of Rain too. I know some of you are probably thinking, hey, it still exists, but it just is severely damaged because the people at Gearbox thought they knew better than the guys who actually made the game in the first place and decided to do some code refactoring that has ruined the game ultimately, like, forever. So, yeah, that ruined forever aspect is like, hey, yeah, they screwed with the playability of it, and it has issues. And the new DLC content has been quite bad. Balance horribly disrupted, even after some updates and stuff. It's just... God, I fucking hate it so much. I feel like that's not the guy you would consider to be gaming's biggest villain, but it kind of is. Ultimately, I probably can think of like at least 50 dudes who are much worse than Randy Pitchford. Especially if I could remember half of their names. I mean, David Cage is right there, right? David Cage is definitely a much worse guy than Randy Pitchford. But, like, even so, I think my visceral response to Randy Pitchford is significantly worse than my visceral response to David Cage, but I also haven't tried to play a David Cage game in quite a while, so I, for all I know, could be completely fucking wrong. Again, things that probably should go on, whatever torture games list I ever make. As the reward list, right? That's what you get to see for supporting this stream. Some of the worst garbage anybody has ever put onto a disc. Not fighting this guy because I've got enough grotesquely long garbage bosses to fight as it is. I'm just here to get this thing. Get in the hole. Oh, man. I know I said it earlier, but this just feels a lot worse to control than using the emulator and the PS4 controller. I assume that at least part of that is down to, like, inexperience, but, you know, at least with this hardware compared to original, because I haven't played the original on hardware in a while. I haven't played Prime 1 on hardware. Last time I played Prime 1 that wasn't randomized, it was the remaster. And due to various reasons, I haven't played a Prime Rando on hardware in a very long time. So, yeah. Yeah. Get that fucker out of here. Okay. So now that we've gotten that fucker out of here, let's see if I can get to this item room. Ugh. It's not that hard. I just suck. There we go. It's got time to jumps better and you'll get there. Grapple beam so I don't have to think about how to do this the regular way. That's helpful. Oh, that was a big one. I don't know if it got picked up, but... Oh, there's our artifact. So we've got 2 left to go, and they're both fairly deep into Phazon Mines. So I'm saying is everybody strap the hell in. Seriously? That's better. Yeah, this is only a 3-thing room, so... Right? Yeah. It's not that near. If this room is... Well, that'll answer my question. Pistol pack. Again, good to have more of those, because, yeah. The damage requirement for Meta Ridley is very funky, which is why I like to have 180. Because sometimes some of them will just get wasted. Alright, almost at the bottom. And here we are. Last room of the ship. Watch the last room of the ship. Nice, 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 nice. I mean, we're at such a point right now where we can practically skip the items that aren't, like, right in front of our face. In fact, I may start doing that. Okay, I see. This way. A lot of fun how quite a few of these fireworks seem to be actually getting picked up by my mic based on the level meters. Oh yeah, that one definitely. God, as a dog owner and just in general, I hate that shit so much. Ooh, how'd I get any? I must have taken a lot of knockback, but yeah, Phazon suit, that's pretty good. All right. Well, that's basically just made the entire shithead fight entirely worried. What do I keep calling him? King Baby or something? Something stupid like that. That I like to think that I'm funny and I have these ideas. All right, deal with these guys. At a time. At a time, boyos. In fact, I'm even going to skip the Phazon Elite fight. I really don't have to do this. Fuck. God, so much knockback from those shitty turrets. They are the worst. To re-emphasize that. Ugh, I keep getting knocked down because of them. Still another one here? No, that's just the ones upstairs. Right. Shit. Fine, I'll take this item too. Just because we're not quite at the exact goal mark that I want for missiles, so I will pick up a couple more things. Oop. Wrong button. Oh. I was just like, where the hell is the item? There it is. It just really blended in there because it was solid black for some reason. Thank you, strange item coloration effects. Not certain I completely understand. We go. And now hop into the ball slot and rotate this thing twice. Now we gotta go back down and rotate this like 3 times or something. Doing a quick chair adjustment here. Alright, 175. haven't seen in a few runs is the ice spreader. Not that I'm asking the game to give me that, but, like, surprise, that's all. Early. There we go. That's when we cutscene skip. Way over to the Missile X pack, and we are good to go. I'm at a level that I feel comfortable with. I'm trying to remember if this is... Yeah, this is wait. Don't care enough to have the fight. Genuinely is no need to anyway, so. Yeah. Here, and here we go. Oh, I actually have to get the item out of here. Okay. I did not realize that. Good to know. Good to know. Otherwise, I was going to be like, this seems like it would be a huge waste of my fucking time. Unfortunately, it's a huge waste of my time that I'm required to do. So, you know, make it that way you will, I guess. I want the heal. And this is a big part of why. Whoop. Still taking a little bit of heat there. Whoops. Whoopsie doodle, boys. Just passing through. Well, if you're gonna be like that, then fuck the whole lot of you. Quite frankly. I get so bad at this jump. Ah, whatever. And this seed had 99 other places it could act, and of course it's making me go all the way to the end and fight the garbage boss at the end. I ask what I've ever done to deserve. I probably a lot. Anyway. I think there's something funny about how they take this many rooms to make you access the that before you have to have the plasma beam. Tank, that'll do nicely. Game. Oh. Up. Back. Oh, right. There is an item here, and I don't have any power bombs. Shit. Of course I don't. Well, I guess the least I can do is make my way to the next room. Hope I get something, and then come back. Okay, we got a refill. So we've got enough to go and finish this. That's the last power bomb we need for the entire game, actually. Alright, yeah, middle of the fairy ring. Watch as a bunch of these bozos get eliminated by massive wall of fire. You know. I do love it when things come together like that. God damn, they're like all on me. They respawn real fast too, like yeesh. Shit, man. I was gone from that room for 2 seconds. damn it. I mean, I know, of course, they're rounded, they're mushrooms, but it is kind of like a pain in the butt. Because I feel like I do that every time I have to come down to this. Is that I'll just bounce off of these rounded mushroom caps a little bit, because... Yes. Oh my god, Samus, climb up the... Climb up the mushroom, goddammit! Motherfucker, I know you know how to do this. Fine, I'll go the long way. Listen, I'm just saying that if the game didn't make me have to come all the way down here for these last two artifacts, I mean, sure, put them on, like, Phazon Elite, and even, you know, put it on Thardus and Phazon Elite, and it's fine. I'd be done with this even faster. But no, the randomizer decided that I have to go fight the worst boss in the entire game. Most tedious boss, anyway. I wonder if there's some sort of, like, secret trick to speed through him the way you can just use Boost Ball on Meta Ridley. Oh! That was so bad. Oh, man. Nice. Make more of those, because why not? At this point. Let's come in here and save. Yeah, we're just about the 2 hours 30 mark. I mean, I think you gotta add a little extra because I stopped to be like, hey, yeah, my save file is really looking messed up there. But we're definitely not that much under 2 hours 30. So I'm gonna take a guess at like a 2:45. This run. And I mean, yeah, I'm quite confident that I have this in the bag now, but it's just that these fights are very, very awful. Put that thing away. I get it, you're the size of a building, but you still got a dick that's smaller than a Republican politician. Come on. You're very, very angry about that, I know. I mean, you're much angrier at me for mentioning it, but I digress. Okay, I got slightly befuddled there because I was like, what the hell? Where is that coming from? Damn. Damn, 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 damn. I was too busy getting knocked around by his fucking clowns and not realizing until the very end that there is no, like, 3D audio to that. What direction you hear the voice coming from? Voice, I say. Yeah, because he's, you know, his complaining is really a voice, right? What the fuck? Why did that just bounce off like that? Oh my god, you asswipe. Will you stop that? I hate the Elite Pirate Shield thing so much, dude. It's so... It takes so long. Like, okay, give them a guard mechanic to make there be a little bit of challenge and, like, the activity to the fights. You know, make it so it's like, hey, you've got to catch them out so that way they're not throwing up their shield or something. But the guard otherwise just takes forever, man. There he is. Eat dirt, motherfucker! There we go. Finally. God, I am so glad to see the back end of that fight. I don't like it, as you've probably figured out by this point. It makes me super duper mad, because it's not fun, and it's slow. And it's not hard, unless you have, like, nothing. Or I guess if you're in hard mode, where it actually turns into a bit of a challenge. But at that point, I mean, that's just in the name, isn't it? Okay, so it healed me, but didn't return my missiles. Decided to start Sour Crystal on Monday. All right, sounds good, Roundy. I am looking forward to seeing what that is like, buddy. How's it going otherwise? Hope you're doing well. I just got done with the Time Waster boss. And now for the boss that's slightly less of a time waster because it's the final boss. Surrounded by fireworks. Yeah. I know that feeling. People just love to blow shit up on the 4th of July. Oatmeal cream pie cheesecake sounds pretty good. Yeah, Ridley, I know, buddy. Yeah, you're doing that thing. Destroyed like none of the statues, but I think his bombing run yet, so. Or did he start again? No, he was waiting for me to stand up, I see, because he knows that bumping him with the boost ball, and I didn't do it. I got deflected away, and like crashed into a statue chunk or something. Alright, there we go. And now we just start electrocuting him, and this part is still going to take forever, apparently, because he's not taking a ton of damage from this, apparently. Today he's decided, oh yes, I really want the number of missiles that you have to waste on this to be very, very high. God, what's worse is he's doing, like, the good cycle attack animations anyway, so I could have just fought him the regular way, and also, we only used 160 missiles there, which is quite low for doing that strategy. Of course! I think I faked him out by sucking at the other part. We did it, everybody. Were there any, like, big items that we missed out on? I guess flamethrower and ice spreader, but those don't really matter, so you can see where they were anyway, I guess. Ice spreader was in Great Tree Chamber. Flamethrower was in Phazon Processing Center. Okay, so yeah. Ultimately, whatever. But we did it, folks. Let's take a look at our time. Yeah, we finished that at like 2:38 in some seconds. I want to see how this compares on hardware. 70% complete. 2 hours 20, which I think is our fastest time in a while, but also, so that's still like 20 minutes shorter than what my current VOD timer says. And by 20 minutes, I mean closer to 19. But, so, if there's lag involved with the emulator, it's apparently quite minor, first of all. And second of all, it is not counting something, because, yeah, let's see, we minus like 2 minutes total. One for me looking at the save screen, the save load screen, pardon me, because I have that to flash the seed phrase on screen. And 1 minute for the time between fading to credits, the time between the impact crater screen and entering the credit sequence, pardon me. So that's like still several minutes of stuff that has disappeared, and I don't think it's just teleports. It could be like all of your transport or something, which would be a shock. Basically, I don't know how the in-game clock works, but that's still a pretty fast time by my standards, so I'm quite happy with that.